Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there were 3 siblings named Alice, Bob, and Cindy. They lived in a small cottage on the edge of a dense forest, far away from the nearest town. Alice was the eldest of the 3 siblings. She was responsible and hardworking, always taking care of her younger siblings and the household chores. Bob, the middle child, was a dreamer and a creative person. He loved to play music and paint, often spending hours lost in his own imagination. Cindy, the youngest, was a curious and adventurous child. She loved to explore the forest and often went on long walks, even though her siblings would warn her about the dangers lurking in the woods. One day, the siblings were going through a tough time. They had run out of food and had no money to buy more. Alice suggested that they each go out into the forest and gather as many berries and nuts as they could find. She reasoned that they would have enough food to last them for a few days. Bob and Cindy agreed, and they set out into the woods with baskets in their hands. Alice stayed back to clean the house and take care of their little garden. Hours went by, and Alice grew anxious. She wondered why her siblings hadn't returned yet. Just as she was about to go out and look for them, she heard their voices in the distance. She rushed outside to greet them, but her heart sank when she saw their baskets. They were almost empty. Alice scolded her siblings, asking why they had not gathered more food. Bob and Cindy were ashamed and explained that they had gotten lost in the woods and couldn't find enough berries and nuts. Alice could have scolded them further, but she knew that it wouldn't change the situation. Instead, she suggested that they combine their meager collections and try to make do with what they had. Together, the siblings pooled their resources and used their creativity to make a delicious meal out of the little food they had. Bob played music, and Cindy danced, while Alice cooked the food. They sat together, eating and talking, and realized that they were happy just being together. That night, as they went to bed with full stomachs, Alice said to her siblings, "We may not have much, but as long as we have each other, we can get through anything." From that day on, the siblings worked harder to make ends meet. Alice took on odd jobs in the village, while Bob sold his paintings and music. Cindy helped out wherever she could, but never forgot to take long walks in the forest. They faced many hardships, but they always stuck together, knowing that they could overcome anything as long as they had each other. This story's moral lesson is that the family bond is more important than material possessions. Even though the siblings faced hardships and had very little, they were able to find joy and happiness in each other's company. They learned that working together and supporting one another was the key to overcoming difficult times. This story teaches us that no matter how much or how little we have, we can always find happiness in the love and support of our family. Thanks for watching.